Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be here in this video. It's been a hot minute since I've done one of these, and it's going to be what I'm currently loving, my favorites, one of those videos. I have split it into a couple of different categories, but we're going to start with like skincare, beauty stuff, and we're just gonna jump right in there. Now the first thing that I want to talk about is this cleanser. This is what I've been using for the past month and a half, 2 months I want to say, and I love this thing. It has been really good for my acne. I am very acne prone. Like everything and anything bothers my skin. I will break out over the smallest little inconvenience. My skin breaks out. And I have a lot of like acne scarring and everything like that. But in terms of pimples altogether, I've definitely noticed a difference after buying this and using it. I will say the only thing that I don't really care about the fact is that, like, since it is a pump, which I do like, it's hard to travel with, so you kind of either need to save like a little jar or buy a little jar that you can kind of like pump it into, or just not use it when you're traveling. In that case, I will use a CeraVe cleanser that I used to use, but I definitely prefer this a lot more. It contains 10% benzoyl peroxide, so it really is going to help with that acne. So really good stuff. The next thing is going to be this Cocoa Kind ceramide barrier serum. I really like this stuff. It has really helped my skin barrier, and I don't use it every day, but I do use it, I want to say, every other day. It really helps kind of protect my skin, and it's also really soothing. I found, like, if my skin just feels kind of irritated, so I just use a couple of drops of this on the entire face and down my neck, and it is very, very nice. I also got this rose water, which is a little bit, I don't know, maybe it's like hokey pokey, honey baloney, whatever you want to call it, but I like it. It's a really fine mist. Like, I really like the, probably can't see it, but yeah, you can't see it, definitely can't see it, but it's a very, very fine mist, and it's very nice and refreshing. I don't use it over top like makeup or anything like that. I do use it as a skincare thing. What I'll do is I'll go in with this, and then while my skin is still damp, I'll go in with this Snail Mucinex. Now this is like that really viral essence or whatever that is all over TikTok and Instagram and whatnot. I definitely was late on the train about getting this. I only got this a little while ago, but I've been using it almost every night, and I'm only down to like here. So a little goes a long way. You really only need like a pump, maybe pump and a half, if that, because you have to put it on wet skin, so it really like just goes all over your skin really, really well. So you don't need a lot of this, and I did find that this has been really helping me, along with the acne wash, I believe. Like those two combined, like this, I feel like has really been helping my skin and my acne specifically in terms of breaking out. Now, I haven't really noticed too much in regards to pigmentation, but I have noticed a difference since I started using these together in terms of actual breaking out. Now, when it comes to hormones and like, you know, that time of month, I will still break out. I will still get zits here and there. But on like a regular day-to-day basis, when I used to like just break out, I found that no longer happens. So that's just my personal experience. You know, every body is different. Everyone's skin is different. So take everything I say with a grain of salt. You know, I don't want to be pushing something onto you that, you know, maybe worked for me, but you use it and you're like, this sucks. I hate this thing. It doesn't do anything. Tanya's a liar. Just, it worked for me. I don't guarantee that it works for you, but if you're looking to try something, I do recommend at least trying that out. But do be consistent with it, and give it a solid like 2 months of consistent use. Okay, the other thing is this glycolic pumpkin honey mask. I really like this thing. I feel like this is definitely a dupe for that, what is it, Peter Thomas Roth or whatever, pumpkin enzyme mask. I genuinely feel like it's a dupe. Like, I've never bought that thing, but I have gone to Sephora to get a sample because I didn't want to spend a gazillion dollars on it. And if anything, I feel like this is even better. Like, I actually feel this working on my skin. Like, it gets like tingly and everything. I didn't feel that with the other one. So maybe if you have like really sensitive skin, you'd prefer that one. But if not, and if you're someone that's on a budget, I highly recommend using this. Like, It smells really good, and just like, it just feels super good on the skin. I just really love using it, so I'll go in with this. I'm not as consistent as I would like to be, but I would like to use it like once or twice a week, but this is really, really good, and I definitely feel like a nice difference in my skin after using this. So it really helps kind of brighten and makes it feel soft, and I just love it. Now the last thing in this little category is going to be gua sha. Now I know this has been like all over the internet and everything too. I like to use this because I get anxious, and I hold stress like in my face. So I actually like to use this more of just like a full-on stress reliever. And so like I'll kind of do like the whole lymph node thing that people like say you have to do to like open it up, you know, like all your lymph nodes. So I definitely kind of start off with these whole motions, and you can definitely look up more professional ways of using this. Don't come for me for this. Like, I don't really know. I kind of go off based of the videos I've seen. I don't know how professional those people are. So definitely look into highly professional trained people. So I definitely start here and go down like that, go bring it all down. But I also mostly focus it on like here, and I really kind of just use it as like a massage. And like right here, I hold a lot of tension right over here on this side by my jaw, and just like kind of moving it around. I really enjoy using this. We're gonna move on to kind of like health, wellness and stuff. And I've been trying to drink more water because I'm one of those people that just struggles to drink water. Like wine, alcohol, coffee, no problem. Water, terrible. One of our friends got Liz a soda streamer for her birthday. So, and I was like, why do we need this? And Liz has been wanting a soda streamer for a long time. So, she got it for her birthday from a friend, which is like great. And I'm like, oh, thank you so much. Like, we don't drink soda. However, I did not consider but the fact that it could also just make plain out bubbly water, and I love bubbly water. And so the fact that I can just make my own sparkly water is amazing. And I definitely find that I drink more water when I use this, and I use the little sparkly water. So you fill it up to this line, you press down on like the little canister thing that's in the soda stream itself. And in order to make it even more fun, you can buy like flavors, and these have 0 calories, 0 sugar, and these actually came in a pack of like, I want to say 6. So we have a grapefruit one, a lime one, it came with a mango, blackberry, cherry, I think that's it. Oh, and strawberry. So it came with a couple of these, and they're just like little essences, and it is the bubbly brand too. So I really enjoy this one. The grapefruit is my favorite, although the blackberry and the mango one are really good as well. And yeah, so just all this combined, and it's like you have your own little sparkly water, flavored sparkly water, and you don't have to buy the cans, and it's way cheaper. And then once the gas runs out, you take it to like Target. Not all of the Targets carry it, but a Target, and then you pay like 15 bucks for a refill, and there you go. Now the next thing I've been enjoying are these Ollie Stress Vitamins. So these are not like CBD or THC gummies. These are just gummies that have with like lemon balm, how do you pronounce this? Theanine? Please, my God, if I'm pronouncing it so wrong, you're gonna make fun of me. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to pronounce it. But it's written on this little bottle thing right here. That's what are like the main 3 ingredients that's in there. And honestly, these are really good. They genuinely do work. Coming from someone that has a ton of anxiety, I really like it. So you take 2 of these, you pop it in, you wait like 30 minutes or so, and I gotta tell you, it helps without any of like that THC high feeling. So really good. And along those lines, I really like these by Ollie as well. These are like the extra sleep ones. So these are melatonin and other herbs as well, and it's 5 milligrams, and you also take 2 of them, and they're blackberry flavored. So yeah, I really enjoy these too. They really help. I feel like these for some reason hit harder than other melatonin that I've tried in the past, and frankly that's why I stepped away from melatonin, as I didn't feel like it was really helping me in any way, and I was like, why am I taking these? So yeah, but I decided to try those 2 out, and I really like them. Next thing is these liquid IVs. These are so, so good. So they come in like a pack, and they come in like individual little sticks. This one comes with 30 of them, and each stick contains 20 calories and a bunch of different vitamins and everything that you need. Why is it wet? And it's so good, especially if you're somebody that like is out in the sun all day, or if you're working out. I like popping these because Liz and I like to go on walks, and so we'll pop those into our water bottles so that we stay nice and hydrated. They're just really, really good. They're super easy to travel with. You can take them to any sort of theme park during the summer. Like, I know summer is kind of coming to an end. We're already like in fall, but here in Southern California, it's over 100 degrees, so it's still summer. So these are wonderful. I highly recommend them. They are a bit pricey, in my opinion, for what they are, but the fact that they're sugar-free, and like before we used to get Gatorade and stuff, which is like delicious and all, but like Gatorade has so much sugar, and the sugar-free one just tastes kind of nasty personally. And I just love how easy these are. And then finally we have these aminos. So these are going to be really good for those of you that work out consistently and that need your muscles to recover quickly. So this is actually tastes really good. It's supposed to be some sort of like popsicle situation, but I've been pretty consistent in working out and doing strength training as well, and I'm like always complaining that I'm so sore for like days upon days on end. And you know, when you're sore, you're just like, I don't want to work out, but the best thing for you to do is to work out. These just help relieve those muscles, like the tension and everything, and it's not going to completely get rid of your soreness, like not at all, not by all means, but it does help in the muscle recovery. So definitely recommend that if you've never taken them. And then finally, in the health thing, is these resistance bands. So these are from Fit Simply, and I believe I just got these off of Amazon, and they come with a couple of different ones. So and they're all labeled. So this one is like the extra light, and then it goes to light, medium, heavy, and then extra heavy. And these are like, even the extra light one is pretty, you know, pretty intense. So I usually, and I have a lot of leg muscle, and I still stick to either the extra light or light. Like, these are pretty like good resistance bands, so that means you have a lot of room to grow and move up. This is the light one, and like it's really good. I've only used these two, like for any of my leg stuff, is the light and extra light. So I have plenty of room to grow and to build up my muscles and everything. So I really love these, and I don't feel like it's just gonna snap at me. Like, they're not flimsy or anything, and they come in this like little pouch. So definitely try this out. And then the last little health thing is walking. So Liz and I we both do resistance training. We have kind of our own little programs that we focus on, but what we've recently started to incorporate is just plain out walking and just daily movement, staying active on your feet. You know, we both work on our feet a lot, but I also have an office job, so there are days when all I'm doing is sitting, and then after I'm off, we just drive to the park and we walk around for like 30 minutes to an hour, kind of just depends. Lately we've had to become one of those mall walkers because it's been way too hot to walk outside. But we do prefer outside if the weather permits, and we try to hit 10,000 steps in a day. I know there's a whole controversy on this whole 10,000 steps on like whether it actually affects or not. I don't know. I don't really care. I've noticed that in us being consistent with walking is just overall, I feel healthier and I feel like more energized, and I just feel like it has really calmed my mind, and it really helps with my anxiety as well. Like, now I really look forward to our walks. I feel like if we don't get our like 3-4 walks in a week, I'm kind of like I'm like missing it. I'm like, oh, I really want to go on a walk. Like, it just feels so good throughout my entire body, and I truly believe you have to take care of your body from inside out. So those walks have been like a second dose of therapy to me. So I really look forward to those, and I highly recommend, if you can, like, find some time within your week. It doesn't have to be every day. It doesn't even have to be 5 times a week. 2-3 times a week, that's all you really need. I personally feel like it's really, really nice for your body. And if you can do it with your friend or your partner, whoever, even better, you know, like it's gonna be like your time to connect or reconnect. Like she and I like will talk the entire time about the most random things, and that gives us time to connect together and spend that time with one another, and it just feels really nice. The next little thing is entertainment. If you haven't seen Firefly Lane yet on Netflix, please, please, please go and watch it. It is amazing. It will destroy you, but it's amazing. Also, if you've never read the books Firefly Lane, I recommend reading those first and then watching the TV show. But if you're not a reader, that's totally fine. The TV show is still really, really good. It's only 2 seasons, and it's definitely worth a watch, especially if you're someone that likes to watch things about like friendships and life and womanhood and all that. So if you're into that, definitely check out Firefly Lane. Another show that we've been loving is Only Murders in the Building. Oh my gosh, it is so good. Liz and I got hooked like the first episode. We are obsessed. We haven't watched season 3 yet. That's still on our bucket list because we've been sucked into Vanderpump Rules, which we have binged like almost all of them in the past couple of months. We just started season 9. Yeah, just started season 9, I believe. And oh my god, that show's chaotic. So we still have to get to season 3 of Only Murders in the Building, but it is so good. It's so funny, and it's just like a nice, lighthearted with kind of a dark humor, but also lighthearted show. It's really hard to explain. Give it a couple episodes, give it a try. Also, I've been enjoying this workbook that I have. It has Sudoku, crossword puzzles, and a word search, and it's also been helping with my anxiety as well, or just when I kind of want to not really think too much about anything. And it makes me like really focus on that one specific thing that I'm working on. So I really like that little workbook. It really helps calm my mind and also just let it focus on like the one thing that I'm concentrating. Okay, gonna move on to some food. And okay, so we've been obsessed with, well, I've been obsessed with this edamame. So I get this humongo bungo bag from Costco, and it comes with these like little individual bags. I don't know how many, like 24, like it's a lot of edamame. And this is meant to just like have you poke some holes in it, throw it in the microwave, and then you can just eat it. Like basically steams it for you. What I like to do is thaw it out, or I'll steam it in the microwave, whatever. And then I like to throw it into a pot with some soy sauce and some garlic. Oh, it is so good. This has so much protein. It's so good for you. And I know that I'm someone that does not eat enough protein on a day-to-day basis. I struggle to eat enough. And this is really good. It's really low in all other things like carbs and fat and everything, but really high in protein. I mean, it still has fat and carbs, of course, because it's beans, or legumes. But it's so good. It's so delicious, and it's so easy. Another thing that I really like is it's a dragon fruit mango passion fruit blend. So this is also from Costco. It's one big bag, and then it also comes in like with these tiny ones, which I think they like portion it out for you. I think that's kind of like, yeah. So one bag is 130 calories, 1 gram of fat, 32 carbohydrates, and 2 grams of protein. So it definitely has a lot of sugar, but it's fruit, so but I also love how they kind of give you a little bit of like recipes or like measurements for other things that you can add into it. I usually use only half a bag and kind of customize it myself. So to me, I'm like, this is a bit wasteful for them to be in like little tiny bags, but I get the purpose of it. These are so good. I thoroughly enjoy making smoothies out of these. They are tart, like they're not super sweet on their own, so you do want to sweeten it up a little bit if you are more of a sweet tooth person. So I definitely would throw in like a banana, maybe some honey or agave in there, you know, some dates, whatever. Very good. You guys, I'm obsessed. These ice cream sandwiches, literally so good. Like, it's a freaking chocolate chip cookie, okay, with so much stuffing. Like, look, it's like 2 fingers worth. And I'm not a sweet person. Like I don't really have a sweet tooth. But this chocolate chip cookie with vanilla ice cream and tiny mini little chocolate chips on the side, take me now. It is so good. It is so good. I can't even describe it to you how delicious they are. If you have a Trader Joe's next to you, run, don't walk to get these. They're a little, again, I think kind of pricey. Definitely not healthy for you. Like one of these is 370 calories. But that's when I say, F that. Life is too short to only be eating fruit and lean protein and legumes. As much as I enjoy eating healthy, trust me, I do. Sometimes you gotta have this. Sometimes you just gotta have it. And you should not deprive yourself of happiness. And this is happiness in a box for me. The other thing from Trader Joe's that I've been obsessed with is this pickle seasoning. You guys, this is so good. If you like pickles, you're going to love this. So what I like to do is take a fresh cucumber and then I will just sprinkle this on top and eat it like that. There's 0 calories. It does have a ton of salt, but it's a pickling thing, so go figure. It has like a vinegary-ish, like briny taste, and it's just so like, so good. Also, aside from putting it just on a cucumber, you can mix this in with cream cheese and dip any sort of veggies into it, like cucumbers, bell peppers, even carrots. Honestly, it would be really good. Another great use of this is if you want to be on the healthier side, is buy some cottage cheese and then put it into either like a little food processor or a blender, if you have like an immersion blender, whatever you have, and then dip, like sprinkle this in there and then dip veggies in that. That's a really great way of getting a lot of protein and cut the calories in at least half, if not more, and definitely doesn't have anywhere near as much fat. So little trick for you is to use cottage cheese. The last thing is a little bit of a miscellaneous thing, and it's the book series A Court of Thorns and Roses. I'm not a huge fantasy magical kind of reader. Like I love Harry Potter. That was like the only book that I read that I was like, wow, so much magic and fantasy. Like I really love Harry Potter. I grew up with Harry Potter, so love that staple in my house. But for some reason, no other like magical, like fantasy world like that has ever intrigued me. I generally like to read fiction and psychological thrillers, or maybe even some romance books, but not huge on the whole fantasy world kind of thing. I don't know why. I will say this was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed this book series, especially the last one. I thought it was my absolute favorite, but I really enjoyed this book. It has fantasy, it has war, it has romance, it has betrayal, it has all this stuff. So definitely highly recommend. If you like to read, I definitely recommend that book. And if you're interested in more book reviews or anything like that, please follow me on Instagram. I love reading, so I read a lot of books and I review them on my Instagram page, so it's always linked down below in the description box, so please check that out. And last but not least, I want to talk about this visor. I freaking love it. I think it is just so cute and just like really flattering, and I like that it's open on top, because like you can wear it like this and it's like, oh my god, a cute little beach hat, wow, so cute, right? And like you can have your hair down and you look so cute. But you can also have a bun, which is, you know, when you're out in the summer and it's hot and humid and ain't nobody wanting to wear their hair down like that. At least I don't, having it touch my neck and my back and get all gross and sticky, and you know what I'm talking about. So you can put your bun up like that, nicer than that, but you know, and you can still have it and still be like, wow, so cute, and your like little bikini or whatever you're wearing, and have your visor, your hat, your hair up, and it's just all right. That is it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I love you so much. Please share if any of my favorites are your current favorites, or whatever you're currently loving. I want to know. I'm always curious of what people are loving. So please share your favorite food, your favorite TV show, book, whatever it may be, clothing, I don't care. Please share it down below. I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.